Welcome to our weekly reading. Today I want to see what the week has in store for you. And to guide us in, I just draw 3 cards so that we can do a pick a card reading. And you can choose from these cards so that we can see what is coming up in the next week. And the first card we have is magic. The second card is volcanoes. And the third card is pressure. Now you can choose your card for the next week, and if you choose more than one, just trust your intuition. Often our intuition tells us where are informations for us to. And maybe there are different areas of your life where you want to know where you are heading in the next week. So this is a timeless reading. Although I am doing this in January 25, it is finding you at the right time. So just trust divine timing in this and let it be the guidance for your following week so that you can have something to look back at. Thank you so much, and I see you in the reading. Welcome, Pile 1. You chose magic, and there is a lot of energy heading your way, and that is really beautiful. And this seems to be, this card is about magic in the way we direct our energies, and that's the magic that comes with being you. And that is really a beautiful thing, because it feels like there is something coming up in your life that makes you realize how magical you are. And so we'll see where we are going with this. I will draw this one, and this one, and this one. And then we have the balloon, hot air balloon, the fish, and the keyhole. And this seems to be something that is coming your way that is like a wish fulfillment. You wished for something that is leading into a new direction when it comes to money and resources. And there is this moment where you can see this is the door where my behind this door there is something that is working for me. So this is really something really beautiful coming your way, and it's a beautiful prediction of something coming up that is like a wish fulfillment. But I want to say this is not like, magic about, oh, this is something that's like someone doing something for you. That is like you did the magic. That's what I wanted to say. You did the magic by staying in your energy, staying in your focus of what you want to experience in this lifetime. And so this is like the magician magic. It's like manifestation. So something is coming up that is changing your world in the way of your financial areas. This can even be something on a soul level. The fish in Lenormand is often about money and resources, but it can be about soulmates as well. So we'll see where this is going, if it's going into the money area or into the soulmate area. And it's the healing path you are on. It's like you at one point in your journey you are on, it is like you lost hope at one point. So you thought maybe at one point that this life isn't for you. This life isn't delivering or providing the resources and the connections that you need. And in this week, you will see that this is not the truth. You will see that there is something coming up that is providing for you, that is like a wish fulfillment, and that is like something you really wished for. So let's see what this energy, there's a lot of energy that's really beautiful heading your way. So let's see. And we have a new moon in Aquarius this week, so there is a new era of life beginning in this week. So this is a pivotal moment in time for us. And as we can see for you, it's a magical moment. And the 9th house is about the higher learning. This is and Juno is about partnership. And there you can see it's this full moon in Sagittarius is about see the bigger picture. And that's what I meant in this. You created this. You are the magic in this deck. You are the one who created this opportunity, and this opportunity will show up, and it will get you into the place where you connect to the right people, to the right partnerships, to the right relationships, because that is what this Juno is telling us. And the 9th house. So someone is coming up into your life. This can be a romantic relationship as well as a collaboration or something. So someone is coming into your life that is connected to the 9th house. And that is like the 9th house is the house of higher knowledge. That's someone who is of higher knowledge. And maybe it's the 9th house is about foreign lands and foreign places as well. And it can be that there is someone coming into your life that is of a foreign land and higher learning. And that is, this person is offering a partnership and a collaboration or something of that sort. And this is opening up these new places where you really wished for new experiences and new ways of being in this world. So that's really a beautiful place where you are in this week, and we'll see what we want to know as well. I want to know the background of this, and I think, this is look at the bigger picture. I know you do, because that's how it feels. You already did look at the bigger picture. So you went through a lot of experiences that were about resources, and they were not easy. That's what we see in this, because you had to heal yourself from something. Maybe it was about your upbringing. Maybe it was about experiences where you didn't have the resources, where you didn't have the people who provided you with safety and resources. Maybe you weren't supported in a way that you wanted to. But that's changing now. And that's because of your alchemy. That's because you held the frequency. You stood there in this looking at the bigger picture to see what is the meaning behind all of it. And you realized at one point that resources and the lack of resources isn't the whole picture. So you could hold the magic inside of you. You could hold the magic of this idea and of this vision you hold inside of you, of being in relationship in a really profound way. And that's where the healing started, and where you could stay there in this place of I don't want to say hope, although this is, we have and there we go, that's beautiful. I don't want to say hope, because it's more of inner knowing, although there is restoring hope, but it is more about inner knowing, where you realized at one point that you stepped always out of your frequency to step into the, oh, I don't have the support, I don't have the resources, I don't, and instead of I don't, you stepped into the higher knowledge of the bigger picture, where you could see the change of frequency, and where you could step into this vision of yours that is really beautiful. I want to see this one as well. And now we can see that you are supported. You are highly supported in the area where you create your own vision, where you create the life that you really want to experience. And that is about the support as well, right? And it's about, that's the beauty in this as well. It is about healing, healing your ancestry as well. So there is something you in your upbringing, there is something that brought you to the place where you stood in this area of lack, and you were supported to get out of it. You were supported because you are needed, and I think your place in this healing journey is a really profound one. Because, and that's maybe you don't know, because often we don't, right? We do the things that we need to do, but we don't see the bigger picture in the healing process for the collective. And that's where you step into the place where you can hold the frequency, although there are extreme parts of emotions, up and downs, and even the place where you experienced real lack, you experienced the lack of resources and support. You learned through this journey you were on that this was something you could do. You had the power to stay in the frequency, although things in the outer world were happening. And that's why you were supported by higher forces, because that is so important for us today, that we can hold the frequency, that we can support others in their healing journey, because that's a time of heightened emotions right now. And that's where you bring healing and hope to other people as well, because you stand your ground in your frequency, not being resistant to the things that are happening, but by keeping the focus in this area of your dreams and your wish fulfillment. And you realized at one point, you realized the power in the magic of this frequency. That's really beautiful. So that's an amazing journey you are on, and I really love it. We take these, and we'll see what this means for the upcoming week for you. And I take these as well, and I take this. And maybe we need more to ask how this will pan out, but I think there is something coming your way, and I really want to know what it is. And that's this moment where you realize in your own perception, self-perception, that this is an illusion. And that's what you realized at one point, where you stepped into this place of the things that you can offer. And what you can offer is the knowledge that comes with all of this. And to realize that you are the source of your own perception. And then we have the Five of Wands, where we can step into this place where, and we have another 5. Wow. And we have another 5. Well, we have 3 5s. So this can be a number that is important for you. It can be a number that's an angel number for you, 555. And maybe you see a lot of 5s. That can be, but what it is it is a big, big, big change that is heading your way. And it's coming off all of these things that I mentioned, you know. I don't have enough support. I am always with people who are in competition. I don't have the resources. And you stepped back from this and looked at the bigger picture to see that you are the one who is creating all of this, who is able to give, even from this place where you realize what is happening. And what comes up next week, that's the Tower. And that is not a bad thing, you know. The Tower, it can be a beautiful thing that just shows us there is an ending and a new beginning, and there is someone coming into your life that's like a King of Pentacles, that is like a supporter of you and your journey. And this doesn't have to be a man. It just is a person who is able to support you. We want to see what is this about. There is someone coming, and this is like a big, 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 big change. Something that really brings you into the place of memory lane for a moment. Maybe there is someone heading your way that is coming from the past. Something is coming up with someone from the past that is a person who is grounded and knows where to go, knows how to protect resources. But it's bringing you into the place where you can connect to the higher realms and your intuitive side more than you do it right now. And I think you already are there, that you are connected to your higher knowledge. But it's like stepping into the next place where you can end a cycle. And that's a big, big, big shift. We have the 3 5s and a Tower. So there is a big shift that is kicking you out of this area of your non-abundance, right? The belief, the last thing that is now happening. You kept your frequency. That's what I want to say. You kept your frequency. And you visited and saw the bigger picture in all of these 5s, in all of these areas where we feel lack. And you realize that there is something bigger than lack. There is something that wants to be shown and wants to be seen. And you kept the vision, you kept your frequency. That is really, really amazing, because that's hard work. But now something is, and at one point life catches up, right? You sit there, you hold your frequency, and you think, nothing happens, nothing changes. And there is the moment when life asks you, are you willing to keep your frequency although there is nothing happening right now? Because life has to catch up. That's like it takes a moment for life to catch up. And I think that this moment is happening now. And that's where this is waiting for the ships to come in. This is waiting for the support and the success coming in, and it will. And we have the World as the ending, and the 3, right? We have the 3 of Wands, we have the 3 of Cups. That is for me often a sign that 333. You have 555 and 333. So that is a really beautiful thing that is showing me that there is a big, big shift, and it is leading into the collaboration. It's leading to the moment where the ships come in, where you get the resources. Something is coming up where you know you have the resources, you have the support, and something is shifting in a big way. And it's leading into this beautiful collaboration with other people that can make your wishes come true. But it's you, you know, that's you that is creating this. And you created this by standing your ground, standing in your frequency. You know, we have 43, we have 43 the second, we have 34. So we have combinations, and there are they are 3 sevens, right? 3 fours, 3 threes, and 3 sevens if we add them together. So, and that's a beautiful reading where we can see that something is coming, that it can be a surprise, that can be something like a big shift, but it's just life catching up with you because you did the work. You were the magic, holding the frequency through all of the lack you experienced. And that's really, really beautiful. And I want to have something to close this reading for you. So let's see. I think we have a Kuan Yin card because that's often a beautiful message for us. So we'll see. I think this one is this one. And there we have your card. Your time will come. Some souls are slower to blossom, building their inner beauty over time, until just the right moment. Then the fullness of their beauty, power, and grace is revealed, providing powerful healing medicine for those in need of comfort and hope. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pile One, for being here and for liking and subscribing and all of this beautiful stuff that helps the channel a lot to grow. Thank you. And I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 2. You chose volcanoes. And there is a lot of energy, right? There is an eruption happening, and we'll see what this is about. But it seems to be, and it's the card 9, it seems to be something coming to a natural end. And it's coming to an end by an eruption somehow. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of this. What will happen in Pile 2's life next week? And we have the star, and we have the owls, and we have the magic wish fulfillment lamp. So there is something that is creating a little bit of stress while you are following the North Star. There is clarity coming up, and clarity brings a little bit of stress, but it can be also communication about your deepest wishes to come true. And that's really an amazing message, because it seems to be like there is something that is on an emotional level challenging, because it is like give you getting into a place where you feel overwhelmed or almost. And we'll see trust, love, and friendship. And maybe there is someone coming your way and offering you something that is getting you into a place where you feel almost overwhelmed. There is your emotions overflowing, I guess. And it's an eruption in a way. We'll see what this is about. What is Pile 2's eruption? And we have a moon card as well. What is the volcano coming into Pile 2's And it seems to be something that is coming into your day-to-day life, where you can just relax into the place of sustainability. That's interesting because it is so like contradictory to the volcano. But maybe it isn't. Maybe there is something that was in your life that is really stressing you out, and you want to follow your North Star. And it's like your stress in day-to-day life led you into the place where you had to trust life. In the area maybe of your working place, your day-to-day practices. And it's the solar calm is like clarity heading your way. And this can be in where you feel overwhelmed because you had to hold this tension all the time. So maybe there is a thing coming your way that is like overwhelming in a real positive way, because you feel overwhelmed by the love that comes up with it. And don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo is a full moon where we can see, where we are seen in the next phase of our life, in our brilliance. And that's really beautiful, because it is like the shining of the Leo that is coming up in this card, that is bringing something like an overwhelming relief. It feels like that this seems to be a relief that is showing up in your life. And we'll see where this leads us. And it's this feels like there is someone showing up. You know, the hunter is a person who knows when to hunt, when what is the right time for them to hunt, because the tribe needs something. And that's a person that is showing up in your life. Maybe there is someone you have a conversation with next week that is like a hunter, and that is showing up in a way where you feel that something is clarifying around you. And this can even be an insecurity or a vision that you have where to go next. And that's the trusting moment, the trusting of life, that it brings the right people at the right time. And it's the eagle as well, right? It's the opportunities that come your way. It's the limitless opportunities that show up with the eagle, and the trust that comes with it. And I see that there is the 16. We have 16 as an eagle. We have 16 as the star. We have 16 as clarify and clarity. So the energy, solar calm, is about and it's like what I wanted to say with the 16. It's the tower in tarot. So there is something happening in your life that is like a tower moment, but it is about clarity. It is about the calmness that comes with an eruption. And eruption is, in this way, it seems to be an absolutely positive thing. And I thought this in the beginning when I saw this card of volcanoes. Of course, it can be anger or something, but in this case, I don't think so. I think it is about eruption of emotions when you realize at one point you step into the next phase of your life. We have a new moon in this week, and there is a new beginning added to this new moon. And I think you will see this one-on-one in your life, where this communication will come up that is like the North Star, showing you the way where to put your foot next in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day working area. Maybe there is an opportunity in your working place coming up. Maybe you're searching for a job. Maybe you step into the next place of your life where you can let go of the old things that are heading, or that drained your energy, right? And this can come up with this moment of realizing that you did the work. You held it, but it is, the emotions have to erupt at one point. And that's often when this moment comes up where we see, oh, this is really ending now. Something is done. And it's to take this opportunity not to be held back by your pride, not to allow your pride to get in the way. But I think you don't, because you are in this place where you held the frequency, where you could hold your emotions in check. But this eruption, in this moment of clarity, is a 9. And that's about this closing a cycle, closing something and emerging from it. And it's how this person rises out of this lava. It seems so blissful. It's and we want to see what this is about, right? We want to see, and there is a success that is heading your way. And this, maybe it feels like this is overwhelming, and you can think about it as long as the cows come home, but the invitation in this moment is to let go of the defenses. You held your space, you just allowed yourself to be in this place, and you embodied this energy of your vision. And there is this offering, give and take. And it's like there is this in this depiction of the card, there is a beautiful way where we give and take at the same time. And to let go of the things that kept you in this place of being overburdened, letting go of these burdens and using them as well. She uses the staffs to show her the way and to step into the work. And that's what I said. It seems like there is something heading your way that is about a working alliance. And there is the ending again, right? And where is, I want to know where this is heading. And I would love to know for pile 2, what's the next step afterwards? Maybe I don't have to know, but I'm curious about it. This is a big ending. I want to say this is a really, really big ending. And this one and these, and this one, and I want to see what's underneath. And this is about emotions. And that's the eruption that I meant. It's about the emotions, and that's what's underneath, right? The emotions that you held and that you could manage to hold in balance. This is this letting go of the old stuff that is not serving you anymore. And the emotions you held inside to ground yourself, that is really beautiful, because that's like this page often seems for me like holding the balance, standing on one foot and holding the pentacle and its balance at the same time, letting go of all things that don't serve you anymore. And there is giving from your heart space, and the new beginnings in relationships, the new beginnings in your relationship. And there we have the Two of Cups. So there is an offer that is coming your way that is on an emotional level. And it can be a romantic relationship, but it can be a soul connection as well. Finding your tribe, finding the people where you can be successful with, finding the people you really want to connect on a deep level with. And it's like an eruption where you can see, and the sixth house can be the house of enemies as well. So stepping out of this place where you feel not supported, you step into an era where people will support you. You can let go. You have 2 times the 10. You can let go of the burdens. That's the one thing. And you can let go of the hurt and the things that held you back. Because there is someone, and that's the hunter, right? Coming into your life that is taking these burdens off you. And this can be a really intense moment where this happens, and this can even be an event that is coming up that's taking the burdens and the hurt from you. And this can be a really emotional moment where you can let go of all the emotions that came with these burdens. And that's the volcano moment, I think, where you can let go of these emotions. And this can be a really happy moment where you cry your heart out because you are so overwhelmed by it. So we'll see. No, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. We'll see where this is going. And I think this one is yours. And that's this one. Magic of the moon to manifest. Just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention, your time for blossoming is near. So that's really beautiful. I don't know if this is like this or this. I don't know. But your time is now. And I can feel that this is something that will overwhelm you in a moment, but it will make you really, really happy. Because there is a time ending that was really hard. Because you had to hold on to a lot of burdens, and you managed to work your way through the pain. And now it's time to step into the next area of your life, and it's clear, it is straightforward into your wish fulfillment. And it's about this place where you trust life and where you trust the friendship that life brings into your life. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Paltu, for being here and for allowing me to read to you. And I wish you all the best for the next week. I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 3. You chose pressure. And that's an interesting card, because often we refer to pressure as being something that is negative, but it can be a fuel and a moving forwards, or a thing that makes us move forwards. And that's how we how we put our focus on it. This seems to be a calm card that is, the pressure is flowing right through this, and this face is looking calm, and it's like a transformation, and it says transformation. So I think there will be a moment in your next week where you can feel pressure through transformation. And I will do this one. And we have the snail. We have the feminine, and we have the masculine. And this seems to be a moment where someone is heading your way and offering something to you that is in divine timing. And it's about a lucky moment. But that doesn't mean that it's easy to step into this moment, because it seems to be something like pressuring you into a decision, maybe. But that's really, this seems to be a magical moment where we have the divine feminine and the divine masculine at the same time. And the dragon card is telling us something about wisdom and about asking questions. I don't know where that leads. We will see when we have the next cards to show us something more about this connection that is coming your way. And it seems to be someone heading your way. And whatever you identify as, that's not about gender, right? It's about the balance between the masculine and the feminine. But it can also be the meeting of a counterpart that is important for you in divine timing. So I feel that there is something coming up in your life that seems to be about relationships. It seems to be about this balance of divine masculine and divine feminine, and that's like showing up in the form of relationship. So let's see where this is, what these cards are showing us to have more. And we have Leo, the 5th house. It's about shining and partnership, and the 5th house is about relationships as well. Have faith in your dreams. What is it that you dream of when it comes to relationships? What is it you dream of when it comes to creativity and falling in love again? And this is about the partnership as well. We have Juno. So I feel that there is something coming up in your world for next week that puts you in the place where you can fall in love again, and where you can step into the place where you can shine, and where you can be in a relationship and have the faith in your own dreams. It's waxing crescent moon telling us to have faith in our dreams. And it's all in divine timing. It's all coming to you in the right moment, where these balances of these people, maybe two people that really are a match, that meet each other next week. And if this is about a loving relationship or a collaborative relationship, I don't know yet. It can be both of it. This reading is for a lot of people, so it is for the one it is collaborative, and for the other one it is romantic. But what it shows is, either way, if it's collaboration and if it's romantic, it's about the 5th house. It's about creativity. It's about falling in love again with creativity, with other people, with just being playful and being innocent in this moment when this collaboration or this relationship shows up, and trusting the process, not pressuring it, so trusting the process that this will show up in the right timing. And it will be a beautiful relationship that is holding on to the dream that you have about being in relationship, being in collaborations, being in this connection, and trusting that this will come up in the right timing, in the right moment, and asking the right questions in these moments, not to be swept away. And that's important too, right? Not to be swept off your feet. Instead of being swept off your feet, stepping into this knowledge that, and into the question as well, right? Where are we heading? And that's the questions you ask for every collaboration, for every single relationship you step in. You ask the right questions. Does it feel right? Does it feel good? Does it feel safe? Whatever you ask, do I feel seen? Because if you step into the Leonine quality of this relationship, you have to feel seen. And this is, the decision that wants to be made in this cannot be pressured. And this can be the pressure as well, because it feels so what I want to say is like it will feel, if this person comes your way, it feels like being connected on a soul level. And this is one of your dreams, to be connected on a soul level in a real partnership of giving and taking. And to be pressured by our own idea of relationships. We can be pressured in connecting. And that's where this partnership, whatever this partnership is about, is asking you to find the right answers, to ask the right questions, and step into your wisdom that moved you forwards. And this invitation of this connection, of the connection that comes with this person entering your life, brings you in contact with your old wounds. And that, I think that is the moment when you ask the right questions, because you want to realize at one point the relationships you had before were not as healthy as you wanted them to be, because there was so much wounding that had to be healed. And that's what their use was for. That's not diminishing their value. That is the value relationships have on in our life. And to step into a new relationship can bring up all of these fears. And that's what this is about too, right? The vision quest is facing these fears, asking the right questions, facing. And if there comes, for example, if there comes up a relationship with someone who seems to be a really beautiful connection to us, we ask the right questions, because we get confused by our own fears, maybe of not being worthy, of not being enough, not knowing enough. To have this in a place of partnership, and in a place of shining your light and living your dreams, is something that can hold us back. But you did the work. And you healed your childhood wounds so that you can see that this is coming up. You can see the questions. And to ask the right questions, as this wisdom card shows us, is asking the right questions for yourself. and others that want to be in relationship with you. So to ask yourself, where does this come from? If you have the tendency to run, to avoid, to deny, to do anything just not to step into a relationship, not to commit, this can be the right moment to just wait for a moment. And that's what the snail comes with as well. Wait for a moment before you decide something, because you have to ask the questions. Where does this fear come from? Where does this pressure comes from? And to see you did the work, because you stepped into this wisdom and you kept the faith in your dreams. And maybe now is the moment where these dreams come true. Maybe that's a romantic partner that shows up and that wants to be in a relationship with you. And this can be terrifying, because you had this dream, of course, but when it shows up, that's a next level experience. And that's the same with the dreams coming true in a relationship, in a collaborative relationship. That's the same thing coming true. That's where we get terrified in the moment, because we had so much work to do in healing ourselves, healing our soul, that we are just overwhelmed by this moment where this opportunity show up. And this is a great week where you can reflect on this, where you can ask yourself and the other person the right question to know that this is the thing you want to experience. You did a good job in working your way through all of these difficulties that came with your own healing path. We'll see where this is leading. What's coming up for pile 3? There we have the moment where you sit, and this can be the person heading your way. It's the Queen of Pentacles showing up as someone who is really grounded and who is able to create a solid life where we're grounded in the. She's solid there, and has these antlers growing into the heavens and into the sky. She is really a beautiful, grounded person, and she knows what she wants. This can be a person that is heading your way, but it can be also you moving through or working through your childhood wounds, or your wounds that your soul experienced in this life, and you mastered your thoughts, you mastered your frequency, you mastered the wisdom that comes with this, with asking the right questions. And then something is moving forwards. And it's like, this is like the pressure coming up when you step into this wheel, step out of the boredom that you were in before. Maybe there is a place where you are right now in a place of boredom, but you step into this wheel of fortune, and this can be a pressure moment where you surrender to these emotions, and these emotions, comfortable, not comfortable, whatever comes up. This is something that is coming up. And you step into creation, and that's beautiful, because the Knight of Wands is, for me, connected to a Leo as well, to connect it to this innocent moment where we just keep the spark of energy and step into this magic and create from this place. And we celebrate, right? This is a celebration as well, stepping into this place. And we have the Magician creating, and that's what you did before, right? Creating something that is magical. You created something where you could keep your balance in your emotions to seize the moment that is coming up now. To ask the right questions. Where does this come from? And where does the feeling come from? And maybe there is someone, and this is coming up again, you know, the divine feminine, divine masculine can be a divine partnership, can be someone that is really amazing for you. This can be the King of Wands creating. That's a creator. That's a spark. He has a lot of energy, and that's not a he gender technical. That's an amazing person who has a lot of creative energy and has the power to manifest them. Is like you have the power to manifest the things that you really, really wanted. And I believe that this is you. You mastered your emotions. You mastered the place sitting there, being grounded in yourself. And that's where this is like this card, how she looks, and this card, how she appears, how her face appears, is like the same. That's for me, that's you. You know, you step into this place where you say, oh, this is the shift. This is the shift. And in this shift, where this opportunity comes your way, that's like overwhelming, but it's divine timing. And you don't have to allow yourself to pressure yourself into decisions, because you step into this surrender moment where you ask the right questions. When fear comes up, you ask the right questions, why that comes up. And then step into the commitment that is needed in this moment, because you realized by being wise and waiting for a moment, that's the snail, right? Waiting for a moment, just allow this to sink in. And then you step into the right place where you can make decisions as well, you know. And that's really beautiful. To where does it lead? This person coming up, you know, and we want to see, where does it lead? Where does it lead? This one? Yeah, I think that's it. Where does it lead for pile 3? It leads into being aware of your own emotions and your own energy, placing yourself in this bubble to secure your energy. That's the moment of waiting, the moment of allowing this to unfold, to ask the right questions and not to step into it so quickly, you know, to allow the surrender to happen. And there is this offer, and that's what I really feel. There is this offer of love that is coming your way, and it makes you realize that there is something in your thinking, and that's where the asking the right questions come in. There is something in your thinking that has to change, because it needs to allow yourself to commit. Maybe that's what does the pressure thing, because you never committed, because there was so much standing in your way, in your soul, in your quest to overcome all of these things that showed up in your life, that you never stepped into this place of committing. But now you do, because you take your time to realize all these patterns, the thinking patterns, the how to manifest something in your life by being all of you, by being wise, and by discerning, right? Discerning fears and discerning what your thinking patterns, and you have it in you now. You went on this vision quest, and you can do this. Having faith in your dreams that there is someone out there for you. There is a relationship that is heading your way. And there is support. There is this moment where you set your change of thoughts that came with this soul retrieval and the vision quest. You set this into motion. And this leads to success. And that's really beautiful. That leads to success, and it leads to you being able to step into this commitment by letting yourself not be pressured by the past or by other people or by beliefs, to ask the right questions so that you can let go of this pressure and be transformed by this relationship that is coming your way. And this is your card. Change is in the air. Sometimes we take things for granted and forget to stop and realize how incredible the ordinary things can be. Growth does often seem improbable, yet it happens every day in many ways. So too is something growing in your life that seems at the moment unlikely to or impossible. Yet it will happen anyway. Have faith, trust in your feelings, and relax. Change is in the air. Yes, change is in the air. And you take the right actions, you ask the right questions, and then you step into your commitment that leads you to success. What a beautiful week is ahead of you, part 3. So, that's your reading. And I thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to read to you, and for your liking and subscribing and all of these beautiful things that happen, or that help the channel to grow. That's really something we need today. So please like and subscribe and tell me what your week was about. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.